Good morning and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 268. I'm Kristin Omdahl and we're here live in Southwest Florida waiting on the sun to rise over the buildings and the trees to the east. And this is the beautiful Gulf of Mexico behind me. If you're joining live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting on anything this morning. And if you have any questions for me, this is the time to ask. If I have the ability to answer your question live, I am more than happy to do so. And if I don't know the answer, I can always get back to you another time, make sure I have the right answer. If you don't watch live and you watch the recorded version of the podcast, please also feel welcome to say hello and leave me a comment because I reply to all of those as well. Ooh, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe not. Good morning, Judy. I would like to give a special shout out to our brand new moderators. We now have 5 moderators. As you know, Karen Bloomberg has been our moderator for a very long time, and now she has company. So you'll notice that any of the names that are leaving comments, if they have a little tool, it looks like it might be a wrench and maybe a different color in their name, they are one of our new moderators. So say hello to Joe and Judy and Melissa, Karen. Oh goodness, I swore I wouldn't forget any names. I'm missing a name. Grace and Grace. So those are our 5 moderators now. So I keep going back to the Mr. T line, I pity the fool, because I'm thinking I pity the fool who tries to mess with their podcast now because we've got 5 moderators. So no challenges, anybody though. Any creepies that are listening, please don't take that as a challenge. It was meant to be funny. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Beatrice and Karen and Lily. Thanks for joining live. Hi Sherry, hi Sandra. Yeah, Sandra, that's why I had to use my 5 fingers because I figured if I knew I had 5 and if I counted on my fingers, I was more likely to not forget a name. Good morning, Ava. I missed a bunch of names while I was talking too, sorry about that. But thank you all for being here. Hi Sherry, hi Rebecca, thanks for joining live. So as you may have known, if you saw the thumbnail, before I went live, you'll know, hi Chantel and Lily, that I have some new yarns to show you. The new colors of Be So Fine Bling are fully dry and ready to wind into center pull balls and ship off to their new homes. Good morning, Brenda. So I thought it was a good opportunity to bring all of them to show you. Good morning, Naomi. And I thought since I'm bringing those, I might as well bring Be So Sporty Bling colors with me. Sometimes it's helpful to see similar colors side by side, and sometimes it's helpful to see contrast colors side by side. So all the way around, I thought it would be a fun thing to do. So I'll wait a second and see if anybody has any pressing questions for me first. Oh, we've got some bird friends behind me. This way. Hi, babies. Yes, okay, so let's start with Be So Fine, and we do have it in the Chantilly lace color, which would be great for beachy theme or even some really beautiful winter wonderland theme. I think it would be absolutely gorgeous to do something in the white with the silver. So just a reminder, Be So Fine Bling and Be So Sporty Bling is 90% bamboo, 10% pure silver because there is a thread of pure silver plied right into the yarn. This is not metallic lurex, this is not synthetic, it is pure silver. This is colorway Mermaid 01, and that is in Be So Fine Bling. Then we have Sunrise 02, which has purples and oranges and raspberry and gold and a little bit of yellow. That's the color that these earrings are in. These are a new pair of earrings from my book, 80 Handmade Gifts. And these are done in Be So Fine Bling in colorway Sunrise 02. Okay, this is one of the new colors, Ava's Isle d'Amour. It has raspberry and bright pink and violet, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So we're calling that one Ava's Isle d'Amour. Then we have Jaded Peacock Bling. We have London Blue Topaz Bling. We have Red Maple Bling. We have Mauvelicious Bling, which is a lot of mauve. I like writing the word, but I feel a little bit silly saying the word, but that's okay. So this one is mauve with some pink and purple tones to it. And Sunrise 04, which has coral and gold and a little bit of a light purple and a light sky blue. Okay, and now, would you like me to show you the sporty colors side by side with the fines next, or would you like me to show you some of the colors side by side in fine bling? I'll wait and see what you would like me to show you first. Thank you, Paula. Paula says they're all gorgeous. I see lots of oohs and ahs. Wonderful. Thank you, Naomi. I have so much fun naming things. That's good. Thank you, Rebecca. All gorgeous. Thank you very much. Sunrise 04 is beautiful. I agree. It's color side by side. Okay, so I'll pick some that I think are especially pretty next to each other. So here's Mermaid with Jaded Peacock and London Blue Topaz. I'll do all the harmonious color mixes first. So here's all the blue greens. And I think you could even throw in Sunrise 04 with that. I think those four are absolutely gorgeous together. And then we'll do some of the warm tones together. So we'll start with Red Maple, and go into Sunrise 02, and Mauvelicious, and then Ava's Isle d'Amour. That would be the warm tones side by side. And let's see, you know what else looks pretty is Sunrise 04 and Chantilly Lace. But I think Chantilly Lace could go with anything. Jaded Peacock and Red Maple, yes. How's that for a holiday shawl? Wouldn't that be stunning? Something smells bizarre here this morning. Oh well. I shouldn't have said that out loud, I guess. Just weird. Yeah, so that would be amazing for a holiday shawl or something. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. What else would you like me to show side by side? Let's see. Ooh, London Blue Topaz and Ava's Isle d'Amour is pretty. Would there be enough for... Yes, Catherine, the Olivia shawl could be done in 5 tidbits, or it could be done in 1 hank. Yep. Yeah, it's a bad smell. Yeah, something just smells weird. No, it's not chemical. More organic. Let's see, what else are we going to show? We're going to show jewel tones. So that would be the blue, London Blue Topaz, Jaded Peacock, Ava's Isle d'Amour, and Red Maple. Ooh, that's really pretty together too. I want something in this one. This one's the one that's calling my name, I think. What else? Oh, but I also want something in Sunrise 04. So I think the ones that I want the most personally right now are Mermaid, Ava's Isle d'Amour, Sunrise 04, and I still keep dreaming about a flowy top in Chantilly Lace. The new is purple and hot pink. Yes, the Ava's Isle d'Amour is purple and hot pink. I'll untwist it so you can, I think when you untwist a hank, you can see the colors better. It goes from a hot pink to a raspberry to a bright violet. That's right, Joe started a baby blanket with Sunrise 04, which reminds me, you did it in Be So Sporty, and I can show you now the sporty counterparts to a lot of these colors. I didn't do all of them exactly the same. Okay, Sandra's going to work and coming back later. Bye, Sandra. Okay, so here's Mermaid 01 in Be So Fine and Be So Sporty. There they are side by side. And here is London Blue Topaz in Bling in Fine and in Sporty. So if you wanted to do a thick and thin project where you use a thicker yarn for part of it and then a thinner yarn to give interesting texture to simple stitches, you could do something with Fine and Sporty in the same colors, or you could do it in opposing colors. Here's Chantilly Lace Bling in Sporty and in Fine. Ooh, here, this is a pretty color too, and I don't think I did this one in fine. Here's Be So Sporty Bling in coral. So pretty. I want to top in that too. And here's Sunrise 04 in sporty, and I'll show you that now side by side with fine. See how they're slightly different, but similar. So now, like I said, I promised you that the fine bling was going to be a little more saturated than the sporty bling, and it is. So here's sporty, and here's fine. And what else did I bring? And I brought, so here's Jaded Peacock and Red Maple in sporty, and here they are in fine. So there's sporty and fine. Then what was I going to show you next? I was going to show you how coral is the color of coral that I used in the Sunrise 04. So if you wanted to do something in matchy colors, the tropical coral matches the coral in Sunrise 04. So here's sporty, sporty, and fine. I think someone asked for coral, and okay, so that's coral in sporty and Ava's Isle d'Amour in fine. Everything I'm showing today is bling yarn. So the bling yarns are the ones that have 90% bamboo and 10% pure silver applied into the yarn, which is blingy and sparkly, but it's still subtle, if you can believe that. It's not gaudy. I mean, look at these earrings. I'll tell you, I have not left the house with these earrings without being stopped by at least a couple of people. Every gas station, grocery store, doesn't matter where I go. I go exciting places, don't I? Everywhere I go, people stop me to say, oh my God, those are amazing. So they're not gaudy, but they pick up the sunlight from that pure silver thread, and I think the variegation of the hand-dyed yarn is pretty too. I do. But people are blown away. They don't see these on other people because you don't see them in stores. That's the beauty of making things one of a kind and handmade, right? Oh, thanks, Robin. Hi, Freeza Bee. Okay, what else would anybody like to see mixed together? We could do mixy-matchy in sporty, or we could mix and match sporty and fine. What do you guys want to... Oh, and I know I was going to show you something else this morning too. In case you're looking to do... yeah, it's like adding some extra illumination to them. Someone said adding an extra light to them. Yes, it is illuminating to the yarn. I would think that's a better way of describing it than like a glitter. It's not as bright and in your face or gaudy, so to speak, as glitter, but it's definitely illuminating. It's gorgeous, just gorgeous. So if anybody with the Morgana Shawl, Morgana Shawl takes 650 yards of Be So Fine yarn. So you could definitely do this. You could definitely do that in Be So Fine bling. Someone said, or Be So Fine and Be So Sporty bling. You could mix and match them for sure. You would need 650 yards total to do it. Unless you're adjusting the size of the shawl, then obviously you adjust the yardage too. Someone asked if these are limited edition colorways. Yeah, they're hand dyed. I hand dye them in small batches, so it makes them definitely limited edition. Each color doesn't come out the same the next time I do it, and I do that on purpose. I want them to be special. I want you to be able to make one-of-a-kind things as well as me make one-of-a-kind things. So yeah, they're definitely limited edition, and I do things in small batches because I do everything by hand and I do it all myself. So there aren't many to go around, but that makes them unique, and when you get one, you're one of only a few people that gets it, and you can make one-of-a-kind things with one-of-a-kind limited edition yarn. So I think it just makes it extra special. So get them while they're gone, while they're here. Get them before they're gone. Okay, so what I thought I would show you is, well, first of all, I sent out an email yesterday about all of the new colors in Be So Fine bling, and in that email showed you all the colors, and then showed you Mauvelicious and Ava's Isle d'Amour. Gorgeous. That would be really pretty to do an edging in one and the body in the other one, or even stripes would be beautiful, or doing gradient stripes. Super pretty. I also like this one I like these two together too. That's Sunrise 02 with Mauvalicious. Trying to talk and I'm getting distracted by the yarn. How's that? I even think Chantilly lace looks pretty with this one. I think I still need to do something with, see, if I don't hurry up and make something in one of these, I don't get to either, because once they sell out, they're gone for me too. So I gotta get on the ball. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is, for the email I sent out yesterday has a link to all of my free patterns in Be So Fine yarn, so that you can choose patterns to use for all of the new colors in Be So Fine Bling. But what I thought I would show you this morning is that if you are already an owner of this cute little book, Motif Magic, I could show you some of the shawls that you could make with patterns that you already own. And if you don't own this book, you could always buy it. Motif Magic is available everywhere that 80 Handmade Gifts is sold. So on my website, if you want a personalized autographed copy, on Amazon Prime worldwide. It's also available on Kindle for ebook worldwide and Ravelry for ebooks. So I wanted to show you some of the patterns in here that might interest you for doing a project in the new colors of Be So Fine Bling. So there's the Elena Shawl, which is done in 3 different colors of fingering weight Be So Fine yarn. And I won't show you the worsted weight projects, because then we'd have to talk about yarn substitution, and that's a whole different project. But I'll show you the things that are close. Now this is the Brooklyn Shawl, and this one's done in sport weight yarn, but I do believe that that would be a very easy substitution. So that would be really pretty done. And what if you did the flowers in one color and then the body in another color? So that would be either for, this is written specifically for sport weight yarn, which is the Be So Sporty Bling yarn, but you could also do 2 colors of Be So Fine. That would be gorgeous. What if you did a couple of colors for the flowers? I'll show you the bigger picture too. You could do the flowers in different colors and then the bands in a different color. That would be so pretty. All right, we're gonna skip the worsted weight. We're gonna stick to the fingering weight and fine weight. Oh, this one would work too. This is the Doreen Shawl. It has beautiful circular medallions. It has beautiful circular medallions and then little mini medallions in between the bigger ones to make this full lace body. That would be pretty in 1 color or in 2 colors.
Good morning.
Good morning. Here's the Jordana cowl. That's done in 2 colors. That would be gorgeous in bling, or even if you use 1 ball of Be So Sporty yarn, not bling, and then 1 ball of the bling. So you could mix and match regular fine and regular sporty with bling. So 1 color without silver and 1 color with. I don't have regular to show you this morning, but that would be another way to mix and match colors, is do 1 in bling and 1 without bling. You could do that within the same color too. See, what else? The Laguna Shawl, that's done in worsted weight yarn. So if you were substituting yarn for a thinner yarn, your shawl would end up smaller, or you'd need to make more motifs. So again, that's a discussion on substituting. And if you really want to go there this morning, we can. But if you'd like to stick to the subject at hand, we could do that too. This is the Lily Shawl. So again, that's a worsted weight project. So if you made it in the finer yarn, it would be smaller, or you would add another row of motifs. This is the one that has that gorgeous twisted fringe on it that's not cut yarn. So pretty. That would be gorgeous in bling too. I think I'd prefer to do that in sporty than fine though, just because fringe is an awful lot of work the thinner the yarn goes. Edna, good morning. Paula, what was the color with the coral in it in sporty? I'll show it to you in sporty and fine. This is color Sunrise 04. Good morning, Audrey. So this is Sunrise 04 in sporty, and this is Sunrise 04 in fine. And here they are, side by side. And just like I promised, Be So Fine Sunrise 04 Bling is a little more saturated than the sporty version. Sherry loves the twisted fringe. She's done it several times. Awesome, me too. Only thing is I prefer to do it in thicker yarns. I find it to be really slow going in thinner yarns. I just need more patience for that type of project. You know what else would be really fun to do in Bling Yarn? A bag. Who wants to rock a bag with sparkly yarn? I think that would be so cute. Can you imagine doing a bag with Bling Yarn? I think that would be absolutely adorable. Anyway, that's my thought on it. Here's another candidate for multiple colors of Be So Fine Bling Yarn. This particular pattern is knit in 3 colors of Be So Fine Bling Yarn. Sorry, it's Be So Fine yarn, but you could swap those out for bling colors instead, or you could also do it in 1 color. This would be gorgeous in 1 color too, because it's still striped. I'm going to come closer, you can see. There's garter stitch panels alternating with lace panels. So even if you did this in 1 color, you would still see that striping effect. Isn't that awesome? Yes, this book is called Motif Magic, and it is available everywhere that 80 Handmade Gifts is available. So it is another book that I came out with this year, and you can find information on it on my website. It's also available on Amazon, in Kindle, and on Ravelry. It's called Motif Magic, and it has 17 knit and crochet projects that are shawls and wraps and different types of layering pieces that you join as you go. They're all motif based. For example, the shawl we're talking about right now starts with these beautiful motifs. You knit them separately, and then you pick up and knit along them to work a bottom up decreasing shawl. This is another fabulous candidate for Be So Fine Bling. This is the Merry Shawl, and it is these gorgeous square motifs that are joined on the diagonal. That would be amazing in 1 color, 2 colors, or 3 colors. Imagine if you did the different rounds of the medallion in different colors. Like do that circle in 1 color, and this round in a different color, and then the joining edge in a 3rd color. That would be exquisite. And in Bling Yarn, oh my God, to die for. Okay, here's another fingering weight project. This is the Marina Shawl, and this is with an octagon shaped motif with 8-petaled flowers that are long and pointy and reminded me of starfish. So you see from the schematic, it's a giant motif with little mini motifs between them. So again, it would be a fun candidate for doing multicolor projects, but it's also beautiful done in 1 color. And because of the large motifs and mini motifs between them, the fabric you end up making, it's impossible to see where the one motif begins and the other one ends. So this would be a great candidate for doing all in 1 color and really fooling people to not know what the heck you did to make it. Hi Dee, thanks for joining. Nothing wrong with being late. That's the beauty of the recorded version. You can come back and watch the whole podcast again later. Here is the Tyra Shawl. This is a great candidate for 2 color work because it's an offset herringbone tile construction of these gorgeous simple motifs. You could do that in 1 solid color, 1 variegated color. You could do it in 2 different, you could do it in bling and non-bling of the same color. You could do it in harmonious colors. You could do it in contrasting colors. There's so many different ways you could do a 2-color wrap like that. Oh, and here's saved last but not least the Vivian Shawl. This is a gorgeous project in Be So Fine yarn. And because you make the mini motifs in a strip and then pick up and knit to work bottom up for the bands of the shawl, you could do this in a variety of colors too. You could do a variegated color for the motifs, and you could do a separate color for the bands, or do the whole thing in 1 color. Yes, that is true, Dee. That is true. Live is always more fun. It's fun to be able to chat with everybody. So that's what the shawl looks like laid flat, or look at how beautifully fine it is where you can actually see through it. You can actually see the beach behind the body. It's a really beautiful shawl. So that's done in Be So Fine yarn, which means you could do it in harmonious colors or match, do the whole thing in one color, or you could do harmonious colors. This would be London Blue Topaz and Mermaid 01, or London Blue Topaz and Sunrise 04, or you could do Sunrise 02 and Mauvelicious, or you could do, let's see, what else was I liking? Oh, and you could do Red Maple and Jaded Peacock, Ava's Isle d'Amour. We were saying that looked good with Mauvelicious. That would be a beautiful shawl. Does anybody want to see, is someone fishing behind me? Oh, there's been all sorts of things out here this morning. I've seen swimmers and fishermen. I've seen birds. I see someone swimming out there right now. Lots of activity here today. It's a busy day. Thanks, Carmen. I'm so glad you're having fun, Rebecca. We're happy to have you for sure. Does anybody have any questions for me or want to see anything else again? I'll just quickly recap that the book I showed you today is Motif Magic, and whether you're looking for 80 handmade gifts or Motif Magic, they are both available everywhere that I sell my books. You can get an autographed copy directly from me on my website. You can also get an ebook on Ravelry or Kindle, and you can find it on Amazon Prime all over the world in every Amazon market. And then my yarns are available on my website. But if you have trouble finding anything, just email me or leave a comment in the video, because you know I'm happy to help. I'm so glad everybody enjoyed the show and tell this morning. But if you need to see anything side by side, don't be shy. Go ahead and ask me. We've got a couple minutes left. I thought that was real for a second. I guess while I was talking, there's another conversation going on. I'm missing the action. And here comes the sun. Oh, I didn't show you the beach this morning either. Jaded Peacock and Chantilly Lace. Ooh, another good idea. Yes, those are gorgeous together. You know what else is pretty is, well, those three are definitely pretty together too, but Red Maple and Chantilly Lace is pretty together, and so is Jaded Peacock and Chantilly Lace. Really pretty. You know what else? Ava's Isle d'Amour and Jaded Peacock is pretty together too. And I think we did this one. Yeah, we already did London Blue Topaz with it. Okay, now that the sun's hitting it directly, you can see how different the silver is acting. See how it's looking very illuminating? I was sitting in indirect light before the sun came up, and now that the sun is up, you can see it's changing the amount of sparkle a little bit. It's so pretty, so pretty. Do I have the maple and sport weight? Yep, yep. Here is Red Maple in Be So Sporty, and here it is in Be So Fine. God, this is so fun to be able to take requests. Thanks, Sherry. I'm glad you like everything. Thank you, Sandshell. Thank you, Kim. I'm glad you like everything. Yeah, so everything's in stock, ready to ship, so just place your orders and I'll hand wind everything into balls for you, and they all come with a pot of Wrapture, all natural delicate wash, so it's all ready to go. Just in time for you to either make holiday projects for gifts, or for wearing to holiday parties, or for giving a beautiful yarn gift as well. I love Red Maple too, Dee. Thank you. Yeah, they are good Christmas colors. I agree. They're very warm and traditional. They look like traditional Christmas colors to me. All right, well, I don't think there's any more questions today, so let's take a last minute to look out on this gorgeous view that we could have talked about the whole time and still not talked about enough. And we didn't even talk about it today. Let's look out at this gorgeous view, soak in the sound of the waves, and set our intentions for the day. Thanks so much, everybody, for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the sound of the waves, the beautiful scenery, chatting with me and everyone else here. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.